Hello guys, this is David and you're watching Btekt. And LG's flagship, the V50, is definitely a phone for the power user. And that's not just because it's 5G capable, but there's also an optional second screen available for this device, making it a folding phone, I guess you could say. It's definitely an interesting accessory, making it great for multitasking and for playing games. Before we go on, I want to say a big thank you to Direct Mobiles for looking after us here at Btekt. They have over 24 years of award-winning customer service and now comparison tools, so you're bound to find a great deal on your new handset. Check down in the video description below for a link to their deals, or you can just search directmobiles.co.uk. So the second screen is actually part of a protective case. The main screen is a 6.4-inch POLED display with great QHD Plus resolution at 1440 by 3120 and in a 19.5 by 9 aspect ratio. This screen has a density of 537 ppi and is HDR10 compliant. It's actually one of the best screens that you'll find on a smartphone at the moment. The second screen, however, is not the same thing. It's slightly smaller for a start at 6.2 inches, still a POLED display, but it has a resolution of 1080 by 2160. When the phone's inside the case, it does make it quite a chunky device, but that's kind of to be expected. But I think it looks good. I did find it a little bit cumbersome. It seemed a bit unbalanced. That second screen is quite a bit lighter than the other half, so it's not exactly what you'd call comfortable to hold. The camera on the LG V50 is a triple lens system. A 27mm 12MP main with f1.5 and optical image stabilization, a secondary 52mm lens with a 12MP sensor, f2.4 aperture and also with optical image stabilization, and a 16MP ultra wide angle 16mm lens with an f1.9 aperture and fixed focus. So pretty much the same camera system that you'll find on the Samsung Galaxy S10 Plus. I'm sure there'll be differences to the software, but it would be interesting to have a photo and video comparison between this and the S10 Plus. The front camera is a dual system, not quite the same as the S10 Plus here, but we have an 8MP backed up with the secondary 5MP sensor. There's impressive specs all round this phone. A 4000 mAh battery which supports fast charging at 18 watts, Qi wireless charging at 10 watts, and is powered by the latest Snapdragon 855 processor, and its 5G capabilities are enabled by Qualcomm's X50 5G modem. Memory wise, we have a fairly standard 6GB of RAM with 128GB of onboard storage, but what's not fairly standard is that you can expand the memory up to 2TB through microSD expansion. Is there a 2TB microSD card yet? I'm not sure that there is, but this phone is obviously hinting towards what we're going to see memory-wise this year. This phone really is a powerhouse, but it's going to come at a premium. It's expected to cost around about $1,000 US, which is about £750. But as you know, we usually pay a little bit more in the UK, so it's probably going to be around about the £1,000 mark. There's no word on how much the second screen will cost yet, but judging from the quality, I would say it's not going to be too expensive. I gotta say, the second screen does seem like a little bit of a gimmick at this point. But having said that, it's an optional extra, so the fact that you can leave it at home if you don't feel like wandering around with a brick of a device for the day kind of does make it appealing. You know, I'd probably leave that on my desk, and if I knew I wasn't leaving the house, then I'd have the dual screens. It's an interesting one. We'll have to wait and see how I get on with it when I get one in the studio. So if you're interested in the LG V50, then hit the subscribe button, double tap notifications and smash the like button for me, because we'll have lots of content from all the phones from MWC coming up from next week. You can follow me on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter. It's at Btekt, or you can add me on Snapchat. It's david.btekt. Thanks for watching. My name's David, and this is Btekt.